Welcome to the Astana Times YouTube channel. I'm Aida Haidar, and in today's broadcast, we'll explore the latest news in Kazakhstan. Let's dive into it. Kazakh President Kassym-Jomart Tokayev took the stage first at the World Leaders Climate Action Summit on November 12 in Baku, held as part of the UN's COP29 conference, with a powerful call for global unity against climate change. In his address, Tokayev emphasized Kazakhstan's unwavering commitment to the global climate agenda, underscoring the nation's ambitious goal of reaching carbon neutrality by 2060. Highlighting the need for practical support, he stressed that predictable financing and access to advanced technologies are essential to achieving these goals. Tokayev urged that the new collective quantified goal for climate finance prioritize vulnerable regions hit hardest by climate change, including landlocked developing nations. As the climate crisis intensifies, Tokayev's message is clear: only through cooperation and innovation can countries tackle the monumental challenges ahead.
Despite accounting for only 1% of global emissions, Central Asia faces multiple climate risks. To enhance our climate response, we must now leverage technologies such as artificial intelligence, satellite monitoring, and other digital tools for early warning and better water and land management.
In a push towards sustainable agriculture, President Tokayev highlighted Kazakhstan's potential as a leader in carbon farming. With a vast 200 million hectares of agricultural land, he emphasized that Kazakhstan is uniquely positioned to adapt eco-friendly farming practices that lower emissions and enrich soil health. Tokayev extended an open invitation to partners and investors worldwide, urging them to explore Kazakhstan's promising opportunities in this emerging green industry.
Our country exports 43% of the world uranium supply and therefore plays a critical role in low-carbon nuclear power generation. In October, a nationwide referendum supported construction of the nuclear power plant in Kazakhstan. We are committed to ensuring the project's safety and efficiency through partnerships with global technology leaders in this area.
President Tokayev turned his attention to the critical issue of global water resources, emphasizing the mounting challenges as climate change disrupts the water cycle worldwide. He highlighted a staggering fact: water-related disasters now make up over 80% of all natural disasters. This spring, Kazakhstan itself faced unprecedented flooding, underscoring the urgency of the crisis. Tokayev called for a robust, comprehensive disaster risk management system to not only respond to these disasters, but to strengthen recovery efforts for the future.
This December, we are partnering with France to host the One Water Summit to drive the momentum on water agenda. This summit will address issues in global water governance. The Caspian Sea is in danger. Saving the biggest lake in the world is a matter of common concern that requires long-term international cooperation. We support the initiative of President Aliyev to establish a group of experts from the Caspian states. Kazakhstan is intensifying its activities to preserve the Aral Sea.
Tokayev extended his gratitude to Azerbaijani President Ilham Aliyev for hosting the summit, underscoring Kazakhstan's firm commitment to driving a fair, inclusive, and transparent global climate agenda. He reaffirmed Kazakhstan's readiness to collaborate with international partners to push these goals forward on the world stage. Our senior editor, Asiya Satubaldina, had a front-row seat at COP29 covering the Kazakh Pavilion and Kazakhstan's major agreements signed during this high-profile event. Here's what she has to share.
This year, for the first time in history, Kazakhstan presents its own national pavilion at COP29 in Baku, Azerbaijan. You can see the pavilion attracts much attention from visitors and guests for its culture, climate initiatives, and partnerships. The national pavilion also showcases some of the species that the nation has been trying to conserve and protect over the years. You can see behind me the Przhybalsky horses, the snow leopard, and the Saiga antelope.
Overall, the visit of Kazakh president and delegation to COP29 was highly successful, resulting in agreements valued at over $5 billion with international institutions across the energy and water management sectors. Kazakhstan's Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Murat Nurtleu took a strong stance for peace at an extraordinary Arab and Islamic Summit in Riyadh on November 11th, calling for decisive steps to resolve ongoing conflicts, particularly in Palestine and Lebanon. At the summit, member state representatives examined the region's escalating geopolitical challenges and threats to stability across the Islamic world. Nurtleu, addressing these urgent issues, urged the Organization of Islamic Cooperation to play an active role in fostering peace and stability throughout the region.
My country has steadfastly calling for the settlement of all armed conflicts exclusively via diplomatic means and dialogue. As President Tokayev has underscored, the pursuit of peace through constructive negotiations is not a sign of weakness, but a reflection of strategic wisdom and foresight. Mr. Chairman, Kazakhstan is a strong advocate of the two-state for two nations formula in line with relevant United Nations resolutions. Establishing a sovereign Palestinian state with East Jerusalem as its capital is the only viable solution for ensuring the long-term rights of Palestinians to self-determination and statehood.
He highlighted the essential work of UN peacekeepers, particularly in conflict areas like the Golan Heights and Lebanon, and condemned recent attacks on UN personnel and diplomatic missions, stressing that such actions are violations of international law. Nurtleu called upon the OIC states to support the Islamic Organization for Food Security's fundraising campaign, which aims to provide much-needed food aid to Palestinians in crisis. The summit concluded with the adoption of a final resolution and the re-establishment of a ministerial Gaza contact group dedicated to ending hostilities in Gaza and ensuring the protection of Palestinian civilians. And wrapping up, big changes are coming to Kazakhstan's visa system. Starting November 18th, the country is rolling out updated visa options designed to welcome business immigrants, skilled professionals, and travelers alike. Let's break it down. First up is the B9 visa, created for specialists in high-demand fields. This visa even opens the door for residence permits, making Kazakhstan an ideal choice for top talent worldwide. Then there's the digital Nomad visa, a game-changer for IT specialists. They can apply for a single-entry electronic visa or a multiple-entry paper visa, allowing extended stays for those working remotely. And if you're remote work exploring the world, the Nomad visa is here for you. It's a tourist visa that lets digital nomads stay longer as long as they meet the verified monthly income requirement of $3,000. Kazakhstan's foreign ministry has also streamlined the C5 business visa, cutting down paperwork and shortened the marriage requirement for family reunification visas from 3 years to just 1. This change is aimed to boost Kazakhstan's investment appeal, attract skilled experts, foster international partnerships, and make the country a top traveler destination. Kazakhstan is open and ready for business, talent, and tourists. Well, that was it for this week. Thank you for watching the Astana Times YouTube channel.